Hey guys, what is up? Tabs here from the Urban Goddess Shop. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going to go over the sales from the last week. If you are new to reselling, there is money to be made this summer. So I think the key is finding what people are buying, what meets your profit margin, and then trying to source those items. For today, we're gonna go over the sales that we had that were over $25. I think I have 11 sales. A couple of these bundles are big, like over $100 bundles. So I feel like it's like a small amount, a number that I'm giving you, but the value was really big this week. I'm happy with that because that means I don't have to sell as many items, I don't have to source as many items, I don't have to list as many items, but I'm still making the same amount of money. And that is kind of what I am working towards right now. Raising that ASP just so that I can narrow down my sourcing, narrow down the time that I'm spending on my business. Okay, let's just jump right into these sales. First was a bundle. This one sold for $100. It was a 3-piece bundle. In the bundle was 3 Lululemon pieces. I love it. I love it when I can bundle some items together, make a good profit, and also move some things that I've had for a little bit. So 2 of these items I've had for a couple months. One of them I've actually had since like maybe even winter time. First item was a Lululemon Run Swiftly Tech short sleeve shirt. This was in lilac and a size 6. Second item was a Lululemon crew neck sweater Heathered Island Mist. It was in a size 2. I actually sourced this for Emeka like a year ago, and she wore this all last year. So I guess it would have been like a year and a half ago. She wore this for a year and just gave it to me and was like, "Mom, I'm not wearing it as much." And I had it listed at $80. So that's pretty good to thrift it. Your kids wear it, and then you still make some money off of it. Third item was a Lululemon Swiftly Tech short sleeve top, and this was in a size 6 as well. I've had this dark purple one for quite a while. Like, it's been a couple months. I'm not sure. Sometimes I feel like the market's cooled off on these shirts and I'm not selling as many, and then a bundle happens like this where I sell 2 of them. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Because of these sales, I'm probably going to keep sourcing these short sleeve tops if I can get them for like under $10. Next item to sell was an Eddie Bauer wool knit dad navy fisherman sweater. Yes, those are all the keywords that I was using in it. This one sold for $47. This is an item from last winter. I don't even know, I bet you I have like 50 sweaters, and I've been waiting to relist them. This week shows me that people are starting to look for winter items, and I think I'm gonna have to start relisting these items sooner than later. My advice to you, if you have anything winter, would be over the next few weeks or early August even, to relist everything that you have that falls into that fall winter category, because people start looking for these items early season, and you're going to see in my sales this week that people are starting to shop for fall and winter now. That was a fantastic sale. I feel like I maybe thought I was going to be able to get over 50 for that sweater, but $47 out of season technically, I'll take it. Next up was a pair of Ms. Moo's black leather heeled sandals, I guess, kind of like sandals. These are in a size 9 and they sold for $60. I always question when I find Ms. Moo's if I should grab it. And I have to look them up a lot and find out what the style is and then try and like evaluate how old they are. I try not to grab old style Ms. Moo's, so like ones, I don't know, it has like a particular style. I'm gonna pop up a few examples here. These are ones that I probably wouldn't grab unless I was paying like $1 or $2 at the bins for them. But I am looking for more current Ms. Moo's, and this just shows that they're still selling. People are still buying them, even though they are quite an older brand. I feel like now I definitely will keep my eye open for more modern styles of them. All right, next sale was a Mech gray fleece zip up hoodie sweater in a size medium. I am always raving about Mech. This is that Canadian outdoor brand. I love outdoor brands. This one sold for $30. I did have it listed at $50. I had picked it up for a really good price, so for $30 I was willing to let go of it. I liked it because it was gray. It seemed kind of current with just like it had kind of like waterproof zippers and things like that. Just some of the features on it, I felt like it would be a quick sell, and I've had it listed for maybe 3 weeks, so that's a pretty quick sale. She actually messaged me in the bundle and said that she was so excited to receive it and that she was using it for her first backcountry overnight camping trip. So she was hiking out into the backcountry in the mountains and spending a night or two, and she was really excited to get this sweater for her trip. I love that. I think there's a huge market for outdoor wear. You just have to find it for a reasonable price, which can be tricky. If you can find these pieces, there are a lot of people looking for this type of stuff, and it's very costly if you're buying it brand new. So huge value. Lots of people are trying to get outdoors and do stuff after the last few years. I would highly recommend anything outdoor related. Next up is a pair of Aritzia Wilfred Alant trouser pants. These were in a size 2. I feel like I've sold a couple pairs of these. They sold for $56, which I felt like was a really good sale. They are a little bit of an older style, but for some reason these pants, I don't know, I usually list them and maybe have them listed for 2 or 3 weeks, and they always sell. And every time I go to source them, I like question, should I grab these? These are a bit of an older style. And then I'll be like, hey, no, I've sold 1 or 2 before. And now I'm like, okay, I am gonna pick these up. If I am grabbing them for like, I don't know, $12 and under, I would probably grab them. These ones sold for $56, which is a pretty good sale. And I think I paid about $10 for them. So I'm happy with that one. Next up is to one of my PFFs, Caroline Hermoines Finds. Her and I have been Instagram friends forever. She's a gem out in Ontario, and I just love all our conversations. But she grabbed this vintage Smart Set wool blend brown jacket, and it had like bears on it. It was so cute. I was doing a bunch of aggressive offers, and I sent her an offer and she grabbed it. So I know you're gonna love this piece. I hope you enjoy it. I want to get a picture of you wearing it because it's just such a cute piece. If it fit me, I would totally wear it as well. It was in a size small and it sold for $60. Next sale was a Lululemon Run Swiftly Tech long sleeve top. I am always looking for these. They are selling okay. So this sold for $45. It was a size 6. I think I'm okay with it. Like, I feel like that's a pretty good price, but it's just finding them for a low cost of goods. That's the hard part with these tops. I don't tend to find them for under $15. If I come across one that's under $15, I'm gonna grab it. I don't think I would pay over $15 for one of these. The reason being is that you could sit on them for a little bit. Sometimes they're not that quick of a sale, depending on the color and the size, things like that, condition. Because after fees, I would be paid out $31. So if I paid $20 for them, that would only be an $11 profit. And that just doesn't meet my profit margin. If I think of the time I put in to source it, list it, photograph it, list it, inventory it, ship it, not enough profit for my business. I have a feeling I picked this one up on a good deal with a 20% off coupon. Okay, next up is a pair of Lululemon On the Fly woven pants. These were in a size 8 and they sold for $80. I haven't had these ones listed very long either. This was a pretty quick sale, probably within a day or two. Actually, like, there's quite a few sales this week that were pretty quick sales. To me, that means that I'm able to source things that people are looking for, that people are buying. These On the Fly pants, I was actually hesitant about them because I think they're navy blue with a black stripe, and I'm like, I don't know, like, I like solid colors more. But yeah, they sold in 48 hours. Like, I just cannot believe it. But no complaints, no complaints. I'm happy with that sale. I highly recommend On the Fly pants by Lululemon. All right, next was another big bundle. So this was a 4-piece bundle and it sold for $170. She liked the items. I put them together. I sent her the message saying that I was running a summer sale and I would give 30% off any bundles. I threw them in a bundle and sent her an offer. Sometimes when I type in offers over $150, and I don't know if you guys do this too, but I question and I'm like, who's gonna pay this much? Like, is anyone really shopping for this much? And I know people are, but like, this conversation plays in my head and I was like, well, it's a shot in the dark. I'll send her the offer, and what's the worst case? She doesn't accept it, right? So I sent the offer, and I bet you just about 24 hours passed and all of a sudden it popped up that she accepted my offer, and I was like, I was so happy about it because this is another like really big sale. Okay, let's go over the pieces in it. So the first piece was an Aritzia Wilfred silk midi dress. It was sleeveless, peach. It was a little bit of an older style. I grabbed it because it was silk. The second item was a Free People striped halter maxi dress in a women's size small. The sad thing about this was I sourced it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing dress. I got it for a good deal, but I could not find a stock photo for the life of me. And my general rule with Free People is if I cannot find a stock photo, I do not grab it because it just never looks great on the hanger. Like you see it on the hanger and you're like, what is this thing? And then you see someone wearing it and you're like, like it just looks so nice. And I feel like their stock photos really sell the item. For this one, I couldn't find a stock photo and I thought, I'm gonna sit on this dress, like it's never gonna sell. And it really had like a frumpy look to it. Happy this was in the bundle. Again, another reason why I was like, I don't know if she's gonna accept this offer. And she did. Third item was a Lululemon racer back tank top in like a tie-dye color. And it was in a size medium. And the fourth item in this bundle was a Lululemon white racer back tank top in a size 4 as well. Awesome bundle, 4 pieces. Payouts was $132 after fees. I like these bundles and sales. Next up is a pair of Lululemon spring breakaway shorts. These were in a size 4 and they sold for $30. I originally thrifted these for Emeka. I picked them up on a pretty good deal, but they had a little bit of discoloration in the back, almost like not quite bleach. I don't know how to describe it, but like a discoloration, like someone kind of sat on something. There's just a little spot, maybe as big as my finger. I photographed it and put in the listing and I felt like I priced it accordingly. She sent me the offer for $30. Like, yep, take the shorts. She had them for like 2 months and she's like, Mom, I just never wear this style. I was like, okay, well, I'll just list them and sell them, I guess. Next up is a vintage Reno Rossi red wool shacket. This is in a size 1X. I picked this up because number 1, it's a shacket. Number 2, it's red. And well, I don't really like picking up red items. I don't really like photographing them, but red is just like a classic color. It's timeless. Number 3, it was vintage. So for all those reasons, wool, red, and vintage, I picked this up and I think I got a pretty good deal. I imagine it was probably like $5, $6. I'm trying to remember, just waiting for that perfect buyer, and she paid 50 bucks for it. That is cool. There's another kind of fall winter item that people are looking for. I do think I will be looking for shackets again this year, but I have to do a little bit of fall trend research and find out, probably sticking towards like red, black, gray, maybe even like some neutral tones, but I don't think I would be going into plaid. I don't know. It's such a tough one. I feel like plaid is timeless, but not always. So yeah, we'll see what starts to move when we get closer to fall. Okay, next item was an Aritzia Babiton white Galen Camisole. This was in a XX small. I don't know if I would continue to grab these. I think I had a couple of them in stock. I'm pretty sure I've had this for a long time, probably over 6 months. They're just not quick movers, these like Babiton or Wilfred kind of cami tank tops. And if they do sell, they're not selling for very much. So if you can source these for $1 or $2, great, probably an okay investment. You may still sit on it for a little bit, but I would not pay up for these items. I would not pay more than $5 for this. Definitely would not pay more than $5. And I don't see them often for under $5. I just need to steer clear of these tank tops because they're not high profit and I sit on them. I always say this, I sit on them all the time. All right, next item was a Babaton Lance wool blend long cardigan, and this was in a size medium and it sold for $60. That was a pretty good sale. I think I had it listed for maybe 2 weeks, so pretty quick flip, another fall item. And the last item to sell is an eBay one, which I'm kind of surprised because I have not cross-listed to eBay. I don't even know. It's been probably 3 to 4 weeks and I keep saying I have to start because right? You got to put your eggs in multiple baskets, but eBay just hasn't been the basket I've been putting them in. Then a sale like this happens and I'm like, okay, it's time to get back in. So this was a vintage soft pink knit Angora cardigan sweater in a size medium. It sold for $44, which is pretty good. I feel like, you know, maybe in another month or two it would have sold for more. I'm gonna accept the offer and get it moving because I've had this for like 7 months. All right, that wraps up the sales. I do have a couple that are kind of in the works on Facebook Marketplace. I'm just waiting for some e-transfers, but I have not received anything, so I don't want to put them in this one. I'll save them for next week's video. But yeah, I feel like sales are starting to happen again. It's taking more work. So I don't want to be deaf to anyone that's not making sales. I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. This is taking work, and not necessarily work of like on the app, but work in researching and finding out what's selling, looking through what's sold, looking through different categories, knowing what I have available locally. I actually was trying to do some retail arbitrage. I didn't pull the trigger. I might hop back on tonight and see if I can find a few things. I think you really have to do research into what is selling and try and source those. Vintage, oh, I was going to say Urban Outfitters. I got an email from them a couple days ago. They actually have a vintage category, and I would recommend, if your demographic is like, you know, I don't know, 17 to 25-year-olds, I would highly recommend you go on Urban Outfitters and check out their vintage section. I was so shocked at what I saw because they had a lot of cool pieces. A lot of it was like Y2K stuff, but their pricing is pretty crazy. It's awesome. I think it's awesome because it sets a high bar for what vintage pieces are selling for, and I think it will have a benefit to us. Lots of good ideas in what they're sourcing and what they're selling and what they're looking for. Maybe take some trend advice from them as well. I think the key to making sales right now is sourcing what is selling. Before, I used to be able to go into a store and be like, ooh, I like this, or ooh, I like that, or I think this would sell, and I could be a little bit, it was just less risk, where now I feel like I'm trying to be as confident as possible in the piece that I'm grabbing, that knowing that it's going to sell, looking up solds, knowing what trends, what brands, things like that, and what's meeting my profit margin. And there's a ton of things that I leave in the store when I look them up and I think it's a fantastic piece, and I look it up and the solds are like $30 and the store selling it for $12. That just isn't enough for me. After fees and all my time, it's just not enough. My advice right now is to either start relisting old inventory, relist what you have, work through your death pile, less like low risk purchases. You don't need to get crazy right now, because I'm also kind of hesitant sometimes in what's going to happen in fall. I mean, obviously we all hope that the fourth quarter is like crazy and it's the Christmas sales and I have my best months after September. But there's a part of me that's like, but what if this year people are really pinching pennies because the cost of groceries and everything else has gone around us? I'm not trying to like put fear out there. Definitely not. I think the world is abundant, but I'm trying to be realistic with what is happening around us, right? So yeah, I think be smart, make sure you're doing research, and make educated decisions when you're sourcing. Don't just blindly buy things. Please, if you listen to anything I say, please do your research. And I think that is one of the important keys right now to making sales. Okay, guys, I am out of here. This week is only going to be a 2-video week because I am gone to go visit my family for the week, and I kind of had to take a few things off my plate to make everything work. And I think all I'm going to be able to do is 2 videos. So I hope you guys enjoy them. I hope you guys have a fabulous week. I am wishing you all many sales, and I want to hear what is selling for you guys. Drop in the comments. Let me know. Okay, I'm out of here. Bye. The doorstep, finally home. I've been gone.